Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri ha'etz. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'achiyanu v'kiyimanu v'giyanu l'zman hazeh. Today is Tu B'Shvat, New Year's for trees. What is a New Year's for trees? What does it mean to have a New Year's for trees? We have a New Year's for ourselves. That's the first day of Tishrei. Our sages say in the Talmud that there are 4 New Years. The one we are familiar with at the beginning of our calendar, the one next to Passover, the first of Nisan for kings, and then there's another one in Elul for tithing of the animals. So, and the 4th one is the one for the trees. Now, I don't think the trees are coming together and celebrating and going to synagogue and praying. I don't think so. But we eat fruit to remind ourselves of the precious gift that God has given us, these wonderful trees and primarily fruit. And we think about specifically the fruit that Israel is blessed with, which are the figs, dates, pomegranates, grapes, and olives. The Torah mentions 7 species, 2 grains, 5 fruits that Israel was blessed with when we were there as a nation, and when we came into the land, there was abundance of them. They were gigantic, as the story in the Torah is. What is this New Year's for trees? So it has to do something with the tithing. Every year we give a different tithing in Israel. 2 years in a row, they were supposed to bring 10% to Jerusalem and eat it there together with friends and families. In the 3rd year, they would have to give 10% of their tithing to the poor. The question is, when exactly does a year begin? Every time, exactly when you plant the tree, when it takes roots. So Tu B'Shvat is a time that in Israel, most of the rain season has passed. It only rains in the winter in Israel. And therefore, once most of the rain season has passed and the sap has come into the trees, we consider it the next year once Tu B'Shvat hits. What does this teach us? Why are we celebrating this? Because we too have a tree within. The Torah says, Ki ha'adam eitz hasadeh. People are like trees. And we're supposed to take a lesson on Tu B'Shvat. There are certain similarities to trees. Although we walk and we talk and we have an intellect and we're much more flexible and much more mission-driven than trees, but we should also incorporate within ourselves, like trees, they continuously, constantly grow. You could tell on a tree how old it is by the rings in the trunk. And we too should continuously progress and look and see how we're growing. And particularly when it comes to the land of Israel. Israel is blessed, is blessed for us. God has connected specifically with the land of Israel. It's a tiny place on earth where God calls home, and from there to the rest of the world. It's fascinating, as the Torah says, that once we're going to leave the land for things that we weren't supposed to do. We weren't deserving anymore to have the land. Once the Jews left the land, no other nation will be able to dwell and have the land flourish for them. 2,000 years of exile, close to 2,000 years of exile when Jewish people were not in the land of Israel, it was a desolate place until we came back to it again, and now it's flourishing again. There's a very deep connection between Am Yisrael, the Jewish people, and the land of Israel. So let's make the blessings on the fruit, learn from the fruit, create fruit, and bless ourselves and continue connection to our land of Israel. Have a Shana Tova, a great new year for the trees. Shabbat Shalom.